How often do you train your brain? As humans, brains are one of the most important organs in our bodies and are capable of things beyond our own comprehension. So it's important to constantly stimulate your brain to use its full potential. Here are 3 brain tricks to improve your brain's efficiency. First up, match your environment to your needs. We may think our environments are insignificant to our thinking, but they play a bigger role than we think. We've all heard the idea of cleaning up a messy room will ease your mind when working or studying. While this is true, a better insight would be to match your room to your specific needs. A messy room may stimulate your creativity more than a clean space. It all depends on what your current needs are. For example, one may work better in the dining room than their bedroom because it will make them more motivated to work than sleep. Or, placing an assortment of books, pens, or pencils on a desk may make one feel more motivated to use these items than if they were tucked away. Certain environments evoke different mentalities when we're doing tasks, so it is important to use it to your advantage. Next, place objects in unusual spots to remind yourself of tasks. It may seem strange, but unfamiliarity sends signals to your brain that something must be done. It is basically a cue to your brain that reminds you of something unrelated to what you are doing. An example of this would be to place a toy or figure on a desk to remind you to take breaks in between working or studying. Or the classic example of placing a string on your finger to remind yourself of a task. The reverse may also work by placing a familiar object next to the task you need to do, like placing your phone near your homework. Lastly, associate memories with things you want to remember. It may be hard to remember things in a short amount of time, so try finding a connection or a memory to the thing you want to remember. Attaching meaning to what you want to remember, like remembering acronyms and using the chunking strategy, these methods may help. For example, learning math formulas is hard, so you can associate it with special numbers you are familiar with, like a birthday, phone number, or anything of significance. Or you can try creating your own story to associate with what you want to remember. Another strategy is to create a song and associate it with what you want to remember. For me, I can still remember the first 20 elements of the periodic table from a song I watched on YouTube. Our brains are something we use all our lives, so why not try to make it easier by utilizing these tricks? Comment down below some of your ideas.